Awesome. Okay, welcome everybody. We're going to start off, before we jump into anything, by doing a breathing practice called Nadi Shodhana. So you're going to use your right hand, and you'll use your thumb. It's going to be what blocks off your right nostril. Okay, and then the next two fingers, your index finger, your middle finger, they're going to be resting at what's called the third eye point, that spot on your forehead that's right between your eyebrows. Both your second finger and your middle finger. And then the fourth and the fifth finger are going to be what helps to cover your left nostril. Okay? It's also called switch breath. So what you'll do is you'll have your second finger and your middle finger on the forehead. And we'll start just by taking a really deep breath in and a breath out. And then you'll take a really deep breath in and cover your right nostril with your thumb. Exhale out of this side. Exhale out the left nostril. And then inhale that side too. And then you'll switch. You'll cover that left nostril, release your thumb, and exhale. And then you'll inhale that side. Switch, cover that side, release the other side, and exhale. Inhale again this side. Make the switch and exhale. Inhale again this side. Switch and exhale. Now let's try adding a little bit of rhythm. So inhale for 3 counts. 3, switch, exhale. Inhale for 3. Switch. Exhale for 3. Let's do it once more. Inhale for 3. Switch. Exhale for 3. Inhale for 3. And then we'll release our hands. So that Nadi Shodhana, our switch breath, there are a few different things that it does. It helps to balance the left and right sides of your brain. It also lowers your heart rate. Did anybody feel something with that breath? Did you feel hot or did you feel cold? Was it relaxing? Did it give you anxiety?
Relaxing.
Yeah.
Hot.
A little bit hot? Okay. Anything else?
I feel like it just neutralized me very well. Like I'm not too hot, not too cold.
Yeah. So that's exactly what that breath does. It can help to lower your heart rate. It can feel warming sometimes, but it's known more as a cooling breath. So if you're feeling sort of hot and anxious or frazzled, it can help to bring you back down to that neutral level. It's a really good one for helping to improve focus and your ability to stay in the moment. And that's a little bit of what we're going to be talking about today. It can reduce stress, anxiety. It can help you feel a little more energized and awake. All those good things. So we'll jump right into it. I guess I can tell you a little bit about myself first. My name's Natalie. I'm a yoga teacher, but I wasn't always a yoga teacher. I started off practicing yoga as a student when I was in university, and it helped me to feel really good in my body. It helped to counteract all those hours of sitting at a desk when I was learning or writing essays, being still. The movement helped me to stay feeling really good in my body. And I did a yoga teacher training about 7 years ago, and that has led me to being a yoga teacher full-time when I'm not busy being a mom. So what is yoga? Does anyone know what yoga is or what yoga means? Any guesses as to what yoga is? No guesses?
Relaxing.
It is relaxing. It can be relaxing.
Feels nice.
Mm-hmm.
Peaceful.
It is peaceful, yeah. So the word
It
yoga,
is mindful.
it is mindful, you got it. The word yoga is a Sanskrit word, it means union. Now, the idea of union is union of yourself. So it's that physical, mental, emotional union of breath and movement. And it's the idea, too, that we're all one, we're all connected, made up of the same thing. Now, someone said yoga is mindful. What is mindfulness, or what does it mean to be mindful?
I just got that from Julia.
I think mindfulness is, like being present in the moment and acknowledging your surroundings and yeah, just being present, being mindful of what's around you at the time.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Sort of like read the room. Be mindful of other people's personal space. Be mindful of their feelings. If they're like if they're sad, just be mindful.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's that ability, like Julia said, to be present, to be here in the moment. It's aware of who we are and what we are, being aware of what we're doing, what we're feeling. And you're right too, it's being mindful of others and our relationship and how our actions affect others. And it's something that we don't have to learn. It's something that every human being already has, but it's something that we need to practice. Yeah.
Does being here in the moment mean I can close my eyes but listen along?
Sure. As long as you're listening, that's being mindful that you're aware of your surroundings, might be being aware that you need to close your eyes. Now, how
So
do you...
bright. It's so bright in my room. That's why.
Oh, nice.
I'm right beside my window.
That's awesome.
The people across the street are like writing hi in their window. You probably can't see it. Right now, there's a flower and a smiley face all made out of sticky notes.
So that's some really good mindfulness right there, being aware of those surroundings, and seeing what's around you and being in this moment, being aware of how everything around you is making you feel.
They've had that up for about a day, and 2 days ago they had hi up.
Oh, cool. Now we can practice mindfulness through meditation. And meditation is something that I think a lot of us think is just sitting still with our eyes closed, maybe doing some humming or being really focused and still and quiet. Who thinks that's what meditation is? Is everyone in agreement that that's meditation? I'm going to take your silence as a yes. So that is not what meditation has to be. There's lots of different types of meditation. There's guided meditation where you can be sitting still with your eyes closed, listening to a teacher, a recording, an instruction on how to meditate and how to be silent and aware of your thoughts. There's something called moving meditation, where that might be walking or running, or maybe it's knitting or Tai Chi or yoga. Or you can, anything where you're focusing your thoughts, you're calming your mind. There's sensory meditation where you're focusing on something like a candle or a smell or a sound. And there's mindfulness meditation is actually being aware and focusing on your mind itself. Okay, now what we're going to try...
About mindfulness and meditation.
Say that again?
I have a presentation about mindfulness and meditation.
Awesome. So you probably have a few things to add. Feel free to jump in there and...
It's called Mindfulness Meditation by Will Pierce.
Awesome.
So everybody can add in, but make sure you're raising your hand, and Natalie will see you raising your hand and she'll call on you to join the conversation.
Okay. So is everybody ready to try some moving meditation through yoga? Awesome. Okay, so we'll do some yoga. Yoga is also a great way to get set up and get ready to sit and be mindful in stillness. So it has two different ways of helping us out. Yeah, go ahead, Mom.
Can we do downward dog?
We're gonna do some downward dog. We'll do some lunges, a warrior pose. Is everybody ready?
Yes.
Okay.
Good.
I'm ready.
So find your space. I'm gonna come back here. Can everybody still hear me okay? Julie, can you still hear?
Yep.
Okay, so just make sure you've got lots of space around you. You can move your arms without hitting or knocking anything. You can reach up. You can step nice and wide. Shake around.
I'm on my bed, so I can't step that wide.
Okay. So just finding enough space just that you can move, okay? If you're on your bed, just be really careful that you're not gonna fall off. All right, we're gonna start by reaching the arms up. Take a really deep breath in. Sigh as you bring your arms down. And then inhale, reach your arms up. Bring them back down. And inhale, reach your arms up. This time you're gonna interlace your hands overhead, push up, and then you'll lean one way. Inhale, come back through center. You'll lean the other way. Feel that stretch all the way down your side. Come back up, do it again on the other side. Back through center. And back to the other side. Inhale, come up, release the arms, bring them down by your sides. So we're gonna take a big breath in, make sure you have space behind you. And then you're gonna fold down over your legs. Relax your neck and just get really soft and wiggly. Then bring your hands down to the mat and you'll step your right foot, big long step all the way back. And then lower down to your knee. So you're in a lunge shape, like you're about to take off for a race with your back knee down. And then you'll bring your arms up overhead, stretch up as much as you can. Feel that stretch all the way down towards that back knee. And you can try the same thing here by interlacing your fingers, reach up, and then lean one way. See how that feels in your body. And then come back. Try leaning the other way. There's a little bit of balance involved here. Back up through center. And then bring your hands down. We're going to straighten that front leg. And then you'll reach your toes back towards your face. So feeling a stretch all the way through the back of your leg. And then you'll bend back into that knee. You're going to plant your hands and do what's called a plank pose. You'll step back and you'll be straight like a board all the way from your head to your heels. Really strong through your arms. And then you'll lower your knees and your chest all the way down. And then press the tops of your feet, the shoelace side of your feet into the mat and lift your heart up towards the sky. Take a really deep breath in. When you exhale, you can try lion's breath, spitting out your tongue, going and come back down. Let's do that again. Inhale to lift your chest. Open your mouth wide, spit your tongue out. And lower back down. Downward dog is next pose. You'll send your hips all the way up towards the sky. A big upside down V. Feel a stretch the backs of your legs. You can wag your tail a little bit in your downward dog. Pedal your feet. Now we're going to try a three-legged dog. So you're going to reach your right leg, one leg up towards the sky. Then you'll pause here. It's a little bit of balancing. And then try bending your knee and imagine like you're a dog peeing on a fire hydrant. You're going to lift your hips up towards the sky. And then come all the way back. You're going to step that foot up towards the top of your mat. This time we're going to get ready for a high lunge. So the back knee stays lifted. You're going to come all the way up. A little more balancing than we have our back knee down. Arms reach up towards the sky. We're going to try a warrior two pose.
Falling off a bed, hitting your head on the ground hurt.
Yeah, try to avoid that. So warrior two, the back heel comes down, your arms stretch out. This is a really strong pose. Nice, and you get really connected through both feet and reach out through the fingertips. Nice work. Now we're gonna come back to our lunge, which means the back heel is gonna whoop, lift up towards the sky once more, and you'll reach your arms up overhead. Now let's try a balancing pose. If you're on your bed, maybe sit down to the floor so you don't fall. And you're gonna shift your weight forward, lift the back leg. It's airplane pose. Find your balance. And then take a really big inhale, breath, rise all the way up like a tall building. Bring your knee up and towards your chest. And then you'll find tree pose. So you'll bring that foot somewhere on your leg that's standing. That might feel like you're a little bit wobbly here. It can help sometimes to bring your palms together, and that helps to keep your focus right on the center. Might be fun to reach your arms up, grow your tree, grow those branches, maybe even try swaying in a little breeze. Yeah, that changes your balance. Yeah. Take one more really deep breath in. We're gonna sigh together and bring that foot down. So we did it on one side. Let's try that same thing on the other side. So reach the arms up, take a really big breath, and then fold over your legs, come all the way down. Lift up through the heart, plant your hands down to the mat. You'll take a big step back with your left foot, big long step, lower down to that knee. So you're in that low runner's lunge.
I'm gonna try and do it on the floor.
That's a good idea, try the floor. Okay.
I'm doing it on my bed.
Interlace your hands, but try this time with the opposite pinky on the top. Whichever way is the opposite way for you. It can feel a little bit funny. Reach the arms up, and you'll lean to one side. Watch how your balance changes.
I took off my blanket earlier so I didn't slip and I just landed on.
I missed that. And then lean over to the other side.
Mac, doing it on the bed, bros.
Uh-oh. Then release your hands, and you'll straighten that front leg. Reach your toes back towards your face. You should be able to feel a really good stretch to the back of your leg. Okay. And then bending back into that knee. Plant your hands. Gonna come back to that plank. That nice long body. Nice stiff board. Pushing the floor away. And lower to your knees. Come all the way down to your belly. Remember that lion's breath. Press to the shoelace side of your feet. Inhale, lift your chest. As you exhale, stick out your tongue. Lower back down. And take another big breath in to lift up through your heart. Stick out your tongue. Come all the way back down. And then move to your downward dog. So what I like to do in my downward dog is sway my hips from side to side, pedal out the feet. But I really like to focus my breath and notice how my heartbeat responds to my breath. So if you can hear your heartbeat, look for that and focus on how
downward dog.
Slow breath
Downward dog.
slows down your heartbeat. And then you'll reach your left leg all the way up. We'll do that fire hydrant pose, lifting the knee up towards the sky, getting it out of the way. Then step all the way up. Big step. You can use your hand to help your foot come all the way up if you need to. And then you'll rise carefully up. Reach your arms overhead. A little more balancing with that back knee lifted. Take a breath here. And then you'll spiral into your warrior pose. Bring your back heel down. Stretch out through your fingers. Get a little bit taller through your spine and feel strong. Feel like a warrior here. Then you're gonna come back to your lunge. So lift that back heel, try not to lose your balance. Maybe hop in just a little bit so you can reach your arms up. And then you'll shift into that airplane pose. Bring the arms back, lean forward, lift that back foot. Create that airplane. Wobble and sway. And then come all the way up. And bring your knee up in towards your chest. And tree pose. Find a spot for that foot on your standing leg. So you might find that this side is easier to balance than the other side, or maybe the other side was easier to balance than this side. If you did it on the other side, try growing your tree. If it felt better to keep your palms in front of your heart, then do that. And if your balance is feeling okay, so if your foot doesn't have to keep jumping down, but you feel pretty strong and stable here, try blowing in the breeze a little bit. It's really gentle movements. Imagining those roots come all the way down through the floor to keep you anchored here. Then bringing that foot down, release your arms. Everybody close your eyes. You can bring your hands to your chest. You can feel your heartbeat. And then bring some of your focus to your breath. Taking really slow breaths, and it can help to count. So if you can count, an inhale for 3, an exhale for 3. Watch as you slow down your breath, maybe even counting to 4 for those inhales and exhales. See how your heartbeat slows. Right, and we're gonna come all the way down to a seat. We'll do my favorite pose, butterfly pose. So bring the soles of your feet together and put your knees wide. You can flutter the wings a little bit. And sit up nice and tall. Now this can feel really nice, just hanging out like this. It's a nice way to sit instead of sitting cross-legged or sitting on the couch. It's a good way to sit. Or you might feel like you can get a little bit more of a stretch by leaning forward. You can come forward a little bit. You can come forward a lot. It might feel nice to just come onto your elbows. And if you need some books underneath you, it can bring you higher. And you can just rest your chin on your hands. Hang out here and enjoy this pose, the feeling of the shape. And we're going to use an inhale breath, come all the way up to sitting tall. Reach your arms up overhead. Then as you exhale, release everything down. You can use your hands to help your knees come back into center. And then if you have space to go down onto your back, you're going to lie down onto your back, bring your knees in towards your chest. And then we'll move our knees down to one side for a twist. Try to keep both shoulders on the floor as your knees come down to one side. And take some really deep breaths in. I like to sigh when I exhale. Helps to clear any tension or anxiety. It just feels really good to sigh. And come back through center with your knees. Pull them in towards your chest. Give yourself a little hug. And then bring your knees over to the other side. You're working into a twist, so the shoulders do their best to stay on the floor. Nice deep breaths. And then you'll bring your knees back to center.
Wait, what's this called?
Just a twist. You can give it another name if you like.
The twist. I like it.
twist. And then you're going to bring your legs all the way down. Try and lie flat. Bring your arms by your sides and just take up lots of space, all the space around you so you can spread out. And then close your eyes just for a few moments. This pose is called corpse pose.
Corpse pose? Oh, this is probably my favorite. Twist is my second favorite because, well, I'm in my bed. I act like I'm sleeping.
Just allowing yourself to be really still, totally silent, and it's just your breath that's moving through your body and your heartbeat. We'll take 6 more breaths here.
So silent, it's like I'm taking a nap. Because, I have my window open. So it feels like I'm taking a nap. Hey, Abigail.
And start to bring a few wiggles into your toes, your fingers. Nod your head from side to side. And you're going to take a big, long, good morning stretch. You'll bring your toes together and point them away. Reach your arms overhead. And then come onto one side. You can rest your head on your arm. And nice and slow, press yourself all the way up.
Natalie, my good morning stretch is turning over and turning off my alarm.
That's a good stretch.
Not really. My alarm is very annoying. It's just a massive beeping noise that goes on until you turn it off. And if you don't turn it off in a minute, in the next 4 or 5 minutes, it goes off again, but goes off for longer, and then keeps on going. One time I went through the whole day, when I got home, I just heard a massive beeping noise.
Oh no.
For example, if I set it for the next minute and I turned it on, it would go off and it would go beep 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 beep. It's a series of beeping noises, and it hurts my ears. Especially when I'm in a good dream. I'm just like I'm about to get to the best part. It's like beep. I was like, oh
no.
Sometimes I just swipe my alarm onto the floor and then just wait for my mom to come and wake me up 15 minutes later.
Okay, Lex, let's continue.
Okay. I think Rowan was going to say something.
Hey, Abigail.
Anybody want to let me know how you feel after that practice? How does your body feel?
Very nice.
Relaxed.
Awesome.
Yep. Very nice, relaxed. Oh, I feel like Abigail might want to do the stretch with us.
Couch.
It looks like it.
Something on the couch. You just couldn't see. Now she's playing on the couch.
She did upward dog.
Oh, nice.
And
No,
downward dog. She was.
That's awesome. Okay. So.
See? That's Abigail, the one who commits, and whenever you say hi, waves. Or just say her name. Or if it's somebody through video call and you just say her name. Look, Abigail.
Hi, Abigail.
All right.
Hey,
so
Abigail.
We're going to try something a little bit different now. Has anybody ever heard of mantras?
Maybe, but I do not think so. I think I've heard it before, but I've never actually seen it.
Okay, well, mantras are a word or a phrase that you can use. It can be for meditation. You can use it for focusing. It can sometimes feel like you're cheering yourself on. And they're a great way to do meditation that's a little more than just sitting still. So in the Kundalini yoga tradition, there's something called kriyas, and kriyas are actions. So it's moving through posture and breath and sound to affect your body, your mind, your spirit. And remembering that word yoga is union of all those things. So there's different kriyas that we can practice as a form of meditation. Now, one of the kriyas is a kirtan kriya, and that's something that's just using your hands. And it's using actually Abigail might really like this one. It's using the syllables sa, ta, na, ma. And you can practice this sitting, standing, you can do it while you're walking, and it helps to focus. And what does sa, ta, na mean? Sa is also known as the birth or beginning. Ta is life, existence itself. Na is death or transformation. Ma is rebirth. So in other words, the sa, ta, na, ma is like the life cycle. Now, the reason why I'm touching my fingers, these are called mudras. Mudras are doing a few things. It helps to keep your mind focused because you're doing something. It also stimulates nadis. Nadis are energy points in your body. There's all these energy points throughout the body, but in the fingers, that first finger, the index finger, is the nadi for wisdom. The middle one is for patience. The ring finger is energy. And the last one is communication. So if you find that you are halfway through your day and you feel like you just need a little bit of an energy boost, you can stimulate energy in your body by tapping your thumb to your ring finger. That's a great way to get a little bit of focus, but also to stimulate energy. If you are gearing towards a presentation or you need to have a serious conversation with someone and you want your communication skills to be the best they can be, you can help stimulate that by tapping the pinky finger. And for our Satanama meditation, like Kirtan Kriya, you can sit or stand or just get comfortable anywhere. And you can say the words Sa, Ta, Na, Ma out loud. You can say it in your head. You can sing it. Sa, Ta, Na, Ma. Sa, ta, na, ma. And you can do that for anywhere from 30 seconds to 7, 10, 15 minutes, however long you feel like you need this. And it's a great way to focus your mind. It's a good way to clear and balance your mind. So getting ready to do anything that requires you to have a little more focus. This is a really good one. So let's
like playing my video games. Like I need focus to get past the thing that I need to defeat the game.
For sure, you could try
that. That is super hard.
Absolutely.
Mac, I think you guys know what I'm talking about.
Well, let's all try this together. We can try it out loud. If you want to unmute yourself so that we can hear each other, it can help to hear everybody's Satanama, 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 Satanama. You can try this with your eyes closed. Nama, Satan.
Wait, can I try it with my volume muted?
Sure. You can say it in your head. So whether you're saying it in your head or saying it out loud, it still has an effect. So it's still that same idea of focusing and clearing and stimulating those energy points. So that's one form of meditation.
I'm trying to act like nobody is here.
That's a good way to do it.
Focus.
Yeah. Now another meditation, my favorite meditation,
Is
let's see if I can pull up some sound for this one.
Pardon me?
It's called a full moon meditation, or it's also known as the manifestation mantra. So this is a really good one. I like it for spring because the movement of your hands, it reminds me of growing flowers and placing roots. So it's a meditation, it's said to be for the full moon, but you can do it anytime. And having this movement, having something to do with your hands, that really helps me to meditate and stay focused instead of just trying to clear my mind. That's a really good way to push out all those extra thoughts and just have your hands and the syllables to focus on. So the words that we're using is sare sasa, sare sasa, sare sasa, sarang. Harare, hare, hare, harare, hare, hare, harare, hare, harang. Now, sa means the infinite. It's everything. It's creation, the beginning. And har, or har, is creativity of the earth. So it's a really good meditation when you're trying to reach a goal, when you're learning new things, when you're trying to be more effective in how you communicate with your friends and your family and the people around you. And it's the best for overcoming challenges. When you feel like there's something really hard in your life and something that's a little more external than perhaps video games and a challenging level, but it can work for that too. But things that you just feel like physically, you feel them being hard in your body. It gives you anxiety or makes you feel stressful. And it's a great meditation to use to help clear that and to move past those obstacles.
Is reading a good meditation?
Yeah, reading can be a good meditation. So for this
Oh wait, are
meditation-
we doing meditation right now?
Yeah, this
I
is
love reading.
Can we have like a couple of minutes of free meditation?
for sure.
I'm going to grab my book.
I love
Yeah,
reading.
let's follow along with what Natalie is sharing with us right now, and then we can do our own stuff afterwards as well.
Is everybody ready to try this?
Yeah.
Hey Abigail.
So the movement with your hands, having your hands is called a prayer pose, or bringing the palms together. And you'll bring the hands with your thumbs at your belly to start, and come all the way up towards the crown of your head. And once you get to your head, you're gonna open your hands for the lotus, like a flower. And that's the top. And then to come back down again, it's like planting those roots. You're gonna bring the backs of the hands together and trace that line all the way back down that center. Okay? So it's sare, sa, sa, sare. Sarang.
Julia,
Hare, 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 harang. Okay, and I have a little track that I like to use. This is by Narinjan Kaur, and she sings it. Hope you can hear this. Julia, give me a nod if you can. Okay, perfect. And so I start with my palms together, and you can close your eyes, you can keep them open. Open your hands at the flower, connect the roots. Hare, 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 haram. Sare, sa, sa, sare, sa, sa, sare, sa, sa, saram. Hare, 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 haram. Try a few more times. Sa, sa, sare, sa, sa, sare, sa, sa, saram. Hare, 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 haram. Once more. Sa, 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 re, sa, 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 re, sa, 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 dum. Hare, 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 dum. Sa, re, sa, 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 re, sa, sa, re, sa. Does anyone want to share how that made them feel?
Relaxed.
Cool.
Made me feel sleepy.
It's a very relaxing one.
Even more tired than I am now, even because I stayed up until 10 last night cooking.
Oh my goodness.
For a project that we presented today. I had to cook.
Okay.
I didn't have to, but I wanted to.
Wow. So that is just another example of how you can meditate, but have something more to focus on than just trying to clear your mind. You can meditate by focusing on your breath. Your breath is a really big, important tool. If you think about when you're in a really challenging
Abigail.
and let's say someone's made you very angry, the best way to deal with that is what are some ideas? That's the first thing that you can do when you're feeling angry or frustrated. Any ideas? Well, the breath is a really good tool for that. When you're feeling like you've got something strong, a strong emotion happening and you need to release it. When you're frustrated, what do? Often you'll make a noise and go, ugh, and your breath gets really short and tight. Instead, if you let it go and get really deep and slow with your breath, that can be really calming. So your breath and linking that with movement can be a great way to meditate. And meditation doesn't have to be sitting still and breathing. It doesn't have to be doing something with your hands like the sare or the satanama. It can be sitting and swaying and focusing on your breath or singing a song that doesn't require too much thought. It can be doing jumping jacks if that's what you need to do. One of the ways that I first learned about meditation, active meditation, is something called a sat kriya. And the sat kriya is actually challenging, where this one that we just practiced was quite calming and relaxing. I found that the sat kriya was something that was super challenging, and I had to do it every day for 40 days for 11 minutes each day. And it was sitting on my heels with my arms up in the air with this Kali Mudra and chanting Sat Nam, Sat Nam, Sat Nam for 11 minutes. So it was really hard to keep my arms up. It was hard to keep chanting, but I did it for 40 days in a row. And if I missed a day, I had to start over and do 40 days from the start. So if you're looking for a way to get more focus, to get more brain power, finding something that challenges you physically, whether it's having your arms up or your arms out, or doing maybe a chair squat, leaning against the wall with your knees bent, doing something challenging, and breathing or chanting. It doesn't have to be any particular word, but finding something that either keeps your brain focused or that gives you some stamina towards a goal. Like you might be saying, I am strong. And that's the phrase that you meditate on, or you just say strong if you need more strength in your day. And finding those ways and making it really unique to you and what you like and what your goals are. Does anybody have any questions?
I would like to know how you felt after the 40 days.
That's actually a very good question. I felt really strong. I was really scared to do that for 40 days and to do it for 11 minutes each day because I had some shoulder injuries. I had dislocated my shoulders and had surgery on one shoulder, and the idea of having my arms up like this for 11 minutes every single day was really scary. And that meditation helped me move past those fears and helped me to realize that I set those own limitations for myself. And when you get past that idea of, I can't do this or I can't do that, anything becomes possible. Any other questions?
Wait, would you say that would work on video games? Saying like trying so much, I say I can't do it, and then the next day I'm able to do it.
Well, think about how you feel when you are struggling with a level on a video game. How does it make you feel?
Not a level. It's not a level, but I get very mad because I have like the best shield. I'm pretty sure, like one of like some really good armor, the best sword in the game, like all of that, and it pisses me off.
So you feel angry when you can't get past that point.
Because
and it's the last point in the game that I need to. Well, second last point. There are two parts of the beast, Calamity Ganon. And then on my other account, all I have to do is defeat one more divine beast and then kill Ganon. I was like, ah.
So you might want to be looking for a way to meditate that helps you to feel calm and focused and to combat that frustration. Because when you feel frustrated and you let those emotions build up, it's harder.
I'm sort of looking for one that will make me better at video games.
I don't know if there's a meditation that can make you better at video games specifically.
Well, what about
convincing
your parents? Is there one for convincing your parents to let you do something? If there is, I will. If there is one out there, I will find it and use it against my parents to let me use my Switch during the weekdays and be like.
Using a meditation.
Hey, Lex, I'm looking up.
Hands, please. Raising your hands. Sorry, Natalie.
That's okay. I heard another voice. Is there someone else saying something?
What does meditation do to you?
What does meditation do? It does a lot of things. So meditation, mind training is another way to say it, is something that's very calming, clearing and focusing. Now, physically, it's something that it gives us better focus when we practice it regularly. It gives us less anxiety. So if you feel like you get nervous a lot or you struggle with things like tests or there's something in your life that's giving you some anxiety, meditation can help to get rid of some of that. It can help to give you better memory. Oh, here come my dogs. Better memory.
You want to see my dog?
Sure. More.
I need to go get her then.
To others, more compassion. It can help to improve your decision making, help you to make better decisions.
Well, how does it do that?
Say that again?
How does it do that?
It does that by clearing your mind. So your brain actually has a lot of benefits. It helps to balance the left and right side of your brain. And when you're clearing your mind away from thoughts, and our brain is not meant to stop thinking. It can't stop thinking because the whole purpose of a brain is a thought factory, right? You're constantly thinking. That's what your mind does. But the practice of focusing those thoughts and clearing those thoughts helps to do a lot of things in the brain. It helps to develop the neuroplasticity. So that's allowing your brain to make quick switch thoughts and changes, and it helps with your verbal skills. It helps with that focus. Physically, when your mind is calm, it has that mind-body connection. So when your mind can be calm and focused, your body calms down as well. Your heart rate gets lower. You can breathe slower. It can help with your mood. Your emotions are controlled by the breath and the mind, and how well you can focus your mind. So when you're feeling sad, you can use that meditation to uplift your spirits a little bit. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Awesome. There's lots of different things that happen, lots of scientific things that I don't feel qualified to talk about because I don't remember half of the terms, but there's lots of things that happen physically to your brain when you meditate. Any other questions? Does anybody want to share the way that they already meditate? Do you meditate yet? Is there something that you do that feels like it could be meditation? Remembering that meditation is just something that you do, whether it's maybe drawing, doing some art, walking,
Cooking.
cooking. Yeah, it's a great meditation. All right. That's all I have for you today.
Well, thank you so much. I think this is exactly what we needed at the end of the week. So,
Awesome.
so nice. We have guest speakers every day, and we never get to move. So this is nice. We got to
That's great.
stop and stretch, and yeah, it was much needed for sure.
Awesome. That's good to hear.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Julia.